everybody, it's Christine. It's time for a Scraplift Crafternoon. Let me show you the layout here. So this is by Marcia, it's Dehnnix. So Dehn-Nix, Marcia Dehn-Nix, for my creative scrapbook. Yeah, Marcia Dehn-Nix, yeah. Hi. What she has here, there's actually a video, so we'll have a link below. She's actually used a pre-made mixed media paper. So this is the mixed media behind here is actually technically pre-made, but then she has a couple of horizontal stripes here going across here, and then she's got tags with little black and white photos, and then of course just little embellishments. Now she's got these fun fibers. I don't know that I have any fun fibers. I used to have all kinds of stuff. I'll have to look and see, but what I've decided to do is my black and white photos are my daughter, and oh, I already tried. So I pulled out my Lindy Stamp Gang, and I'm going to use these three colors. I think these are pretty. And I have got my Vicky Bouton's Where To Next. I think that's going to work. The blue's a little iffy, but I'm going to make it work. It's fine. And then I pulled out, I got smooth cardstock on purpose because I want it to run. So this is actually a Stampin' Up, I think it's Whisper White is the color. And so I'm going to make my mixed media. Technically, since she used pre-made, I mean, I could have just, tried to find something, but I decided I'd go ahead and, it doesn't look hard, right? You squirt and dribble. So hopefully I can do that. So that's what I'm going to work on. So let me do my mixed media here, and then I'll have to pick out my papers. I don't know which of the papers I need to do as a like horizontal stripe and stuff. I'll have to mess with that. And also, of course, plenty of the little chipboard pieces and stickers. And well, I thought I had the ephemera, but I guess I don't. I have a little bit. Actually, so to be honest with you, I do have a small Scraploom Flavors of the Month that also came with the Where To Next. So I do have some stuff in there, so I might can use that. Y'all, this paper is so pretty. Look at that. That is so neat with the sky and the cloud, or the plane and everything. That's so cool. Anyways, oh, I do have some, y'all. I'm crazy. Look, here, I got this. And I also have these little rosettes, but I don't think I'm going to use those on this layout. And then I have these. So I do have the ephemera. I was like, well, I thought I had it. So anyway, I have plenty to choose from, y'all. So let me go ahead and put this back on fast forward so I can do the mixed media, and I'll be back on in a minute. Okay, everybody. Here I go with my mixed media. I will tell you this turns out, I think, better than I thought it might, but probably not as good as I would have loved to have had it happen. So I'm squirting my little Lindy Stamp Gang down here onto my little smooth cardstock. And when I pick it up, I'm going to start kind of tapping. You can kind of see what's happening here. And my little streaks do happen, but I didn't get as many as I'd hoped. Like my blue one, as you can kind of see, there's only going to be like one little streak, and I'm not really sure why. And then the yellow, I wished I could have got like one more out of them. So it's pretty, don't get me wrong. I love it. I do think the little dribbles are really beautiful. I wished I could have got a few more dribbles. See, even here, I'm going to try to make more dribbles, and it doesn't want to dribble for me. I just couldn't get like a full-on dribble. I know that sounds weird, but I love the colors. I mean, honestly, y'all, there's a shimmer in these Lindy Stamp Gangs. It's like a gold shimmer, and it's just beautiful. And the top looks really good, although I will come back. I do it actually off camera and add a few more sprinkle stuff at the top just to kind of add, because I wanted to add a little something. I thought on her layout, she ended up with a little extra. So anyway, this is kind of what I end up with here. I do add some little stuff at the top here, but this turned out really pretty. I'm not, like I said, I'm not even sad about it. I love the shimmer. I think it's beautiful. I do tap this just a bit to see if I can get it to, well, I'll get in a hurry if I'm honest. I kind of want to make it done. What I do decide to do, though, is go ahead and trim this down a 1/2 inch. Is that right? Yeah, a 1/2 inch on the sides and the top and bottom. Not each, but like a total of 1/2 inch down, because I wanted to mount it on this pink cardstock. My cardstock is the smooth white isn't really intended necessarily for mixed media, so it did kind of wrinkle just a tad, and I wanted to give it a little bit of support. So that's kind of one of the reasons, and also I just enjoy kind of having a border. So now I pulled out the stripe. She had a stripe, and they had, obviously Vicky Bouton had a gorgeous stripe in here, and I actually thought I might use a different sheet of paper for the second little piece, but I went with this heart. I think she might have, I did watch the video, but y'all, it's honestly been a week or so, so I cannot remember for certain. And I feel like she might have had some type of border punch or some kind of shaped paper, but I just stuck with these little hearts here. I thought this looked really pretty. And you really don't see much of it anyway once the tags and stuff are down. So it's not that big a deal. I thought it turned out pretty. So here's now where I'm going to start picking my tag colors. And I kind of did what she did in a sense, I matched up the colors that I had. I showed you there I was going to have like a yellow, a green, and a blue. And I'm not going to lie, my green paper, I went with this like floral on green. You'll see it in a second there. But the back of it had a really pretty pattern too. So I struggled to pick that, if I'm honest. I had to go back and forth. Now to make my tags, I'm going to go ahead and use my We Are Memory Keepers thing here. So you can see I've punched the little holes, and you use your little guide here to cut your corners. Her corners were a little bit sharper. I could have done something like that, but I just stuck with this little angle here. I'm kind of like this little angle. So that's what I did. I'm going to make all 3 of my little tags, and then I'm going to end up using like a burlap string or whatever instead of a fiber. Like she had fun little fluffy fibers, and I used to have those, but I've moved not a couple times. I've moved, and I'm almost certain I've probably cleaned out my craft room a couple times, so I must have gotten rid of those fibers. See, there's where I was debating. I was like, oh, that's pretty too. So I went back and forth, but I stuck with the green floral. So let me tell you real quickly about these pictures. It's not only the pictures themselves, but it was the night we'd had the pictures made. It was my husband and my anniversary, and I don't remember which year now off the top of my head. I have to look it up, but we decided to do this traveling dinner. So we end up going, each course is a different restaurant. So you like start with drinks, and then you go to appetizers, and then you do your entree, and then you dessert. And we did a different restaurant for every one of those, y'all. It was so fun. Okay, real quickly on this layout, since I've put it on time lapse here, I was just showing you, I put the photos on a white cardstock mat, and then I've added them I added a little reinforcer to the top of my tags. And then I did put foam up underneath them and under the pictures there. And now I've glued them all down, and now I'm just adding my title, which I'm going to call it Happy Life. Now, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I got kind of annoyed. The first letter came off really good, and then I start peeling off some of the other letters, and some of them, they just came right off their little cardboard, the little adhesive-y thing, so I had to use glue. I don't know why that annoys me, because 9 times out of 10, you got to add glue anyways when you pull letters off of a thicker sheet or something like that, but I don't really know why that little layer peeled off, and I'm certain it was me. At least I think it's me. I don't know, unless something happened during, storage or something, but it just kind of annoyed me, so I had to pull my glue out. But the title looks really cute, and it says Happy Life, and then there's that captured on the top of the chipboard sticker sheet there that I'm going to pull down and add that to the title, so it's going to end up being Happy Life Captured. And again, these pictures are not really about the night we were out. We just all felt kind of pretty, so we just took a bunch of little pictures while we waited our turn at the entree restaurant. So we ended up having boba tea for our drinks. We went to a little, it was like a fusion, I'm trying to remember now. Oh, and I wanted to use this toucan, y'all. I do end up using a toucan. I couldn't use the big one. It was just way too big. But I do find one on the chipboard sheet, because I thought to myself, a lot of times if there's an ephemera piece, there's a matching chipboard piece. And sure enough, there was. And so this little toucan was too cute. I don't know why I had to use him. Well, on her layout, she had a little bird over there, and I thought this toucan was too pretty. Okay, now I'm going to find my little flower piece to go up underneath the corner, and then I'm going to use that little butterfly there. She had the same kind of look as what she had, was like a floral and a little butterfly. And then I'm also going to find I'm looking for my right floral here. There we go. And that's going to look cute. And then I find she had like a little leaf thing coming down. I actually use a kind of a big one, but it kind of fills in where I don't really have enough dribbles, if I'm honest. So you'll see me. I'm going to add a little foam underneath my butterfly, because it's up on that picture, which obviously has foam underneath it. So I have to add a little bit of foam underneath the butterflies. So the appetizer was like I'm trying to remember, y'all, if it had like Mediterranean and American like fusion or something. I don't know how to explain it, but we had that for our appetizer, and then we went over to an Italian restaurant and we had that for our entree, and all of it was just delicious, y'all. And then we went to a restaurant for dessert, and I hate to even say it on here because I don't want to get censored, but it's Better Than SEX was the name of the restaurant, and all they serve is dessert and alcohol. And y'all, it was so good. Now, it's a little bit strange going with your daughter to something like that, but it was great because they had like little mousses, and then they had sherbets and things like that. Now, the names of the desserts and things were a little bit risque, so, it was a little strange, but she's an adult, so we go, okay. And it was really good, though. We enjoyed that. And that was our night. We had a really great night. I'm not going to lie. We had such a good time doing that. We need to do that again, although she doesn't live here anymore, so it's going to be tricky. But we had a really good time doing that. So I'm kind of going now through the chipboard. I've got my little pieces of ephemera glue down there. I've got my toucan over there. I think I need one more. I think I'm pulling out the stickers. That she had some little things underneath the title, so I ended up putting little butterflies under there. Oh, I realized my toucan's tail needs a piece of foam because he's kind of hanging out there with no support. So add a little foam under the tail. Then I'm going to add these little butterflies. I think she had bees, maybe. I'm trying to remember. She had little things, but I think the butterflies look really cute. And then I had a camera up there over there by the toucan, just a little sticker camera. I'm looking on here. I got to figure out what I want, but I'll end up with a sticker camera. There's actually a couple of cameras, but one of them was way too big, so I ended up with a small one. And I end up with, oh, and also she had a little word phrase across her middle photo. And she had a little heart thing on her middle photo. So I do a very similar thing. I grab that little collection of moments sticker, and then I'll add a little blue heart sticker on the upper left of that photo. And then this may actually be where I decide on the camera. So I'll find my little camera here. Yep, there you go. And I go there, and then I'm going to get back on the chipboard because there's little gold dot things, and I'm going to add just 3 of those little gold dots for a little bit more interest. Instead of like an enamel dot, that's what I'm doing instead. And then that is all I'm going to do this layout, y'all. It's not like it's got a lot going on, which I'm not even sad about. I think this is gorgeous. You can also see the extra little dots I did of the mixed media at the top up there. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see the shimmer and the gold for sure? I love how this turned out, y'all. I'm not going to lie. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check the playlist. There's going to be a few of us playing along. And, of course, the original will be in our description down there. So make sure you check that out. It's really beautiful. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.